Like post offices, small-town churches are also experiencing change. On today's Plains People segment, we'll see what's happening with a former parsonage in Lindsborg.
We came into town the other night. We had to drive by. We were just, Ben and Joel and I were, wow! Yeah, we hope it'll fit under the wires. I'm Sonja, and this is my husband, John. And we live in Illinois right now, but we would like to move to Kansas, and this house is the way we're going to do it.
Back in 1998, Sonja and I were married at the church here next door.
We've always wanted to be in Lindsborg.
Since the church was going to do a building program, they had to actually take 3 of the houses and put them up for bid along with the garages. It was sitting on the foundation right there. There's the front steps, the concrete front steps.
Every pastor that has pastored the Lindsborg Covenant Church for the last 100 years has lived in that parsonage, except one pastor. We're talking maybe 30 families. And I thought that even though we needed more room, this project might not go forward because the parsonage was in the way. And when we found out that somebody was going to buy the house and it wasn't going to be destroyed, that really made it easy for us to move forward. I thought it would be a sad day. I thought there would be a lot of tears, but there's really just excitement. Excitement for what this house is going to be for someone else, and then what we're going to be able to do with this space now.
This is where Sonja and I were married back in June 13th of 1998, 13 years ago. And this is the new addition. So the house probably sat about, I'm guessing about right here. It had to go.
Okay, there's our oldest. This is Joel. He's 11. And then Catherine is 8. She's the next. And then Elena, she's 5. And Ben is 3. And this is our newest member, Joshua. And he is 2 weeks old.
About 3 weeks ago, when Sonja was actually one day overdue, this one right here decided to have some seizures. And her first seizures. And we went to the hospital, and we spent a couple days in the hospital. And then this one was born.
2 days later, we were in the hospital again, but for a good reason.
And then a little over 2 weeks later, we were moving a house. So it's been an interesting summer.
And it's funny that we didn't even know in May. This wasn't on our radar screen at all. We had no idea. It was way outside my husband's comfort zone.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of pacing, and
Yeah.
at one point he said, when that house goes down the street, I'm going to be standing right next to it, ready to do whatever I have to do to keep everyone safe and make sure nothing bad happens.
This is the map of downtown. This is the existing location of the house right here. The house is going to travel north on Washington Street and east down Lincoln right here.
It'll actually come down this street, and there's 3 sets of power lines that have to come down.
Everybody that we mentioned it to has said, well, I got to see that, or I'm going to be there. When is that? When's this house going to move? Pancake breakfast for people. They always have one on New Year's and I don't know, all the times of year. So they thought it'd be fun for the workers, for the police officers and the town people from the town that are working on it, and the house movers to provide a breakfast for them at 6 in the morning. And then I believe the move is supposed to get underway at 8.
Unreal. We're hoping that these next two power lines stretch up as well. We are past the second set of wires.
Cut the darn thing down.
There were trees that they had thought that they could get around, and it was just not enough space. There's always unexpected things, the things that you don't really anticipate.
I noticed they trimmed one corner this one.
Now, this may not be the normal way to enter a community and become part of the community, but it's definitely one of the most fun ways to do it.
That's all for now. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's movie.
Yeah.
Movie in the house.
What do you think?
I think it's gonna go all the way there.
You think it's going to go all the way there?
Yeah.
Well, at least you'll have it on the